The last game of the Carabao Cup quarterfinal is going to be played today. That is it. Liverpool is hosting West Ham at the Anfield Stadium. And if at all you really know exactly what this game means, it means a lot to Liverpool because they're going to hate, obviously, spend lots of time without winning anything. But we are going to discuss how Liverpool are going to approach this game as they prepare to play against Arsenal on Saturday. And West Ham also going to play against Manchester United, but it looks like David Moyes is not afraid. Having gone ahead to win a trophy last season, looks like he wants to win more and more and more and more for the club of West Ham. So welcome to the Rockani Media Football. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? Rock and David is my name, and obviously you guys are really having a fantastic time wherever you are. And when you look at the starting 11 of Liverpool, they've gone ahead to bring in Kahela in goal. That means Alisson Becker has been rested. Then Gomez, right back. Smiskas, left back. Remember, he's the only left back they're really having. Virgil van Dijk playing on the left side of the central defense. And Quansha playing onto the right side of the central defense. We go to the midfield. They have Endo, Jones, and Sobaslai. Midfield three. And Elliott playing as a left forward. Darwin Núñez leading the line. Cody Gakpo playing as a left forward. Now, if at all you watch the game of Manchester United versus Liverpool very well, they've gone ahead to make the following changes. Alisson Becker is out. Kahela comes in for him. Trent Alexander-Arnold is out. Then Joe Gomez comes in for him. Then Konate is out, benched. Then Quansha. Don't know whether I've gotten them right, but Quansha comes in for him. Then Gravenberch is out. Jones comes in for him. Then Mohamed Salah is out. That means Elliott comes in for him. And Luis Diaz is also out. And Cody Gakpo comes in for him, meaning that they're going to hit to rest around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're not 5. Alisson Becker 1, Gomez 2, 3, Konate 4, Gravenberch 5, Elliott 6, Cody Gakpo. They've gone ahead to bench 6 players, right? 6 players have been benched by the side of 6 players have been benched by the side of 6 players have been benched by the side of Liverpool, right? So it shows you that they're really getting ready to obviously get geared up for the game against Arsenal. And there's so much playing this game of football with lots and lots of their brains at the Emirates. That's what is really running in my head. Then we go to the side of West Ham. I think they've gone ahead to bring in their best, Arola in goal. I think they've gone ahead to bench Fabianski, Kofo, right back, Brian Johnson, Ogbonna, and Mavropanos. They've rested because Katsuma is supposed to be playing there, and is it Diop? So they've also gone ahead to rest. Alvarez, Edson, and Shuchek. All right. Those are that's the double pivot they obviously play with. Then Mohamed Kudus obviously starts. Benrahma starts. Formals always on the bench, and Paqueta, I think, has been put on the bench. Then Gerard Bowen is leading the line for the side of West Ham. When you look at Liverpool, Ibrahim Konate, Luis Diaz, Mohamed Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold are on the bench. When you look at West Ham, Luis Fabianski, Aaron Croswell, Kat Zuma, James Ward-Prowse, Lucas Paqueta, Danny Ings, Theo Kahela, Emerson Palmieri, and Mobama. They've also gone ahead to rest a little bit. But the game of football is going ahead to start right now at the stadium of Anfield. And guess what? It's really Liverpool trying to obviously hit them on the break. But Bona has gone ahead to obviously get hold of that ball. Liverpool is pressing in here. They're really going in for high praise, and it's obviously a goal kick. Darwin Núñez showing the anger as far as this game of football is concerned to obviously showcase the best that he thinks his team of Liverpool is supposed to be getting. So that's the game of Liverpool versus West Ham. I was still letting you know that Liverpool have a very huge assignment over the weekend against Arsenal. Remember, if they lose to Arsenal, right? Arsenal will go, because Arsenal is having 39 points and Liverpool is having 38. Arsenal will go 4 points clear. So all what Liverpool is praying for is to see to it that things don't go against them, and they are really working hard to see to it that stuff goes on well. So for the side of West Ham, they are playing Manchester United over the weekend, but them playing against Manchester United has not stopped them from bringing most of their players, apart from Lucas Paqueta, Emerson Palmieri, Kahela, and is it Agard? So they're also going to hit rest a little bit, but wait and see how this game of football really goes. Even James Ward-Prowse is one of those that has been benched by David Moyes. They really want to win this badly. Remember last season, they won the UEFA Conference League that took them to the UEFA Europa League, and they are with the captain, their former captain, that is Declan Rice, who is playing for the side of Arsenal. So it's really very enticing, and what a way to come in through and obviously watch such a game today, because it's really very, very important to see to it that anyone who goes out here will be really knowing that he'll only not have a lot to do, because you can't tell me that Liverpool cannot beat Chelsea, they cannot beat Fulham and Middlesbrough. So anyone who goes here will be waiting to see who he goes ahead to face, but I think it's going to be one of those easiest draws that everyone will ever want to see. Liverpool are with the ball, back to Kahela. Kahela finds Virgil van Dijk, and Liverpool is playing with ease, right? Because the manager is going to have to let them know, don't drain yourself a lot. Let's do it the easy way. This is Anfield. All you have to do is simple. Let's take it easy. And we'll seize our moment. We'll create our moment. Remember, they played Man United at Anfield and they failed to score. They had 32 shots and only 9 were on target, and only 2 were really threatening. So they really had a lot to do on the night, but they had nothing to obviously show at the end of the game, because they went ahead, or they ended up sharing points with the club of Manchester United. A game that saw Virgil van Dijk come out and really attack Man United. He went ahead and selected Onana, that Andrew Onana spent 30 minutes with the ball, so they played only 60 minutes. And he said there was only one team that really wanted a win. It was Liverpool, and Man United didn't want a win. That was really shameful of the captain, because if you had 32 shots and only 9 were on target and only 2 were really threatening, that of Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah, then your statements do not coincide with what you're saying, because we believe the better team really had the best chance. Liverpool controlled the game, but if you look at the 2 chances that United had as they played against Liverpool, one for Rasmus Højlund and one for Alejandro Garnacho, I think Liverpool never had chances like the ones that United had. So Liverpool is really mourning, but let's wait and see how they're going to behave when they're playing against Arsenal. All I can confirm is that they'll obviously bring on people. That is it. They'll bring on players, and those players will obviously come in through to do the needful for the club of for the club of Liverpool. West Ham is also having some good players like Ward-Prowse in there for you, but not as that. Very good block by the defender of West Ham. It's a throw-in. Elliott had gone ahead to try to release Cody Gakpo. But Cody Gakpo, to me, looks like this season he's totally off. He's not on. He's not on like he was last season. Last season, he came in through and hit the ground running. He was one of those players that you looked at Liverpool and really understood that, all right, they're really doing great. But it shows you that Liverpool squad, it also needs strengthening a lot, because when you're not having McAllister, Gravenberch, Robertson, who else is injured? Thiago Alcantara. They're having like 5 injured players, and Gravenberch went ahead to join them. So they look really light. And I don't think that if I told you the manager of Liverpool would have gone ahead to want to be having players like Elliott as your backup, or your understudies. You'd like to be having better, So we'll wait and see how that pans out. But the game of football is really it has started on a slow pace. When I really compare it with the game of Chelsea and Newcastle yesterday, the intensity was really high at the beginning of the game. But Liverpool are not really making things count. And with a very good pass flag up. He had gone ahead to release Darwin Núñez, and it was a line-breaking pass, but the defenders of West Ham had gone ahead to play this guy. Oh, this is really a very big mistake. It looks like Darwin Núñez was on, and remember, VAR rarely applies into this time. You know, in the semi-finals at Wembley. Oh, the semi-finals are going to be played. I think the semi-finals are a two game tie, right? So we are going to enjoy the semi-finals a lot. It's a 2-game tie. So we are obviously going to be there enjoying and really seeing exactly what which team has to offer on the 2 nights. Smiskas, Mohamed Kudus tracks back well and plays it back to the goalkeeper, Ariola. Ariola goes long in the midfield, and Virgil van Dijk really tracks back very well, and he has total control over that ball. And that is Kahela. They are really slow. I don't know why the game is not on a high pace. I hate it this way, guys. I hate it when the game is on a slow pace. I want it when the game is really on a high pace, when the intensity is really high, because that's when you enjoy the game. But it looks like every team has come here to obviously try to read the tactics of every other team they are playing with. But if at all I'm Jurgen Klopp, I totally know exactly what West Ham is going to play. What does West Ham play? West Ham gets itself in a low block, and they hit you in the break. That's why you should hit that. Gerard Bowen is leading the line, because for David Moyes, he'll be looking for only one single opportunity for this guy to obviously kill it off, and he'll get it. So if you're Liverpool, if you support Liverpool, all you pray for is to see that Liverpool really gets done, like killing off this game early and prepare for the game of Manchester United, because the longer it gets when it's 0-0 or when it's 1-0, the more energy Liverpool is going to use. And Arsenal have gone ahead to freshen up. They've gone ahead to rest for 7 days. So they need to kill off this game early if they are really to spare players like Szoboszlai, you know, and bench them a little bit. But West Ham, Edson Alvarez plays it wide to find Mohamed Kudus. Mohamed Kudus, obviously, keeps the ball very well, and the right back tries to go in. Endo blocks it. Endo in the midfield, 30-year-old Japanese player. Endo trying to pass through. Elliott in the attack, final third of the pitch. Is he going to unleash some good magic? Oh, shoots wide. But it was a nice effort. I think that's the first serious attempt we've gone ahead to get at goal. And we're 9 minutes. Can you imagine? 9 minutes played and no serious attempt has gone ahead to come in through to obviously be put up on the field of play. Harvey Elliott goes in for shots. Very curling outside the goal, and it's a goal kick for West Ham. Soucek loses possession. Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez still has possession. He plays in Smiskas. Smiskas calls it in. Cleared by Ogbonna. Ogbona's going to have to clear it out. All right. Life is coming in this game. You get? Life is coming in the game, and I'm really enjoying it here, because the first 9 minutes, guys, have been really the best description of boredom. That is it. Gomez finds a pass for Darwin Núñez. Elliott at the 18-yard box area runs to the touchline, plays it back to find Gomez. Endo seated in the middle of the park as a CDM. And what a pass to find Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo really had a very poor first touch. Very poor first touch. And Jurgen Klopp will be fuming wherever he is on the touchline, because that was a clear-cut opportunity for him to score, because he was in acres of space alone, and all he needed was to take a very clear-cut touch, you know, first touch that was really exquisite, and then finds it in there for you. Goal kick. Liverpool is now growing to the game and obviously serving us with moments that really want we as the fans of football, because what makes the game of football interesting are goals. 0-0, 11 minutes played, quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup. That means if Liverpool go through, they would have gone ahead to add 2 more games onto their fixture this season. And Jurgen Klopp is really, really, really thirsty for a trophy this season. Last season, he never lifted any trophy. He was knocked out of the Carabao Cup, knocked out of the FA Cup, and he found himself knocked out. Did he play in Europe? No. So, that is Liverpool for you. Widespread blind pass. Throw in for Liverpool. Edson Alvarez, formerly playing for Ajax, under Eric Ten Hag, coming in through to play for West Ham. You see the quality that these teams are really having. A team like West Ham has players that can easily fit in Arsenal, Manchester United, Manchester City, like Kudus, Paqueta. Which other quality player do they have? Edson Alvarez, good player. So it shows you how good. And to change a team, you only need 3 quality players that can produce moments of magic. Liverpool on the attack. Smiskas dribbling towards the 18 yards box area. Curls it in. Blocked by Mavropanos. I think he comes in from Greece. Mavropanos. It's a corner for Liverpool. Smiskas preparing himself to deliver the ball. Virgil van Dijk comes. He made a very good header, and he forced Andrew Onana to make a very beautiful save there. Smiskas curling out swinger, and gets back to it. Gomez plays it back to find Kahela. Blind pass, and Mohamed Kudus finds that ball. He plays it to find Gerard Bowen. They are trying to obviously build up something. Kudus, very strong. That Ghanaian international, very strong. And his physicality is really tailor-made for the Premier League. Not all that a tall guy, but I think at the end of this season, very many will be really looking up to him. So Basilai, he finds Elliott. Harvey Elliott shoots over the bar. Nearly close. He missed that by a fraction. He was going in for a left bottom corner curling effort. But Curtis Jones made a very good run with the ball through the central axis of the midfield, and he released that ball to Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott did just with the ball, but he missed out by a decimal. Liverpool have gone ahead to bring life to the game, and this is what we want. You know, you cannot stay awake in the late night and not really get such a game of football. We need to really get some good football. Interesting bits. That's what we need to be getting in here. And Liverpool is giving us those as they're really served. So, Liverpool again on the attack. So, Basilai in the middle of the park finds a pass to release Curtis Jones. This is Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo dribbles back, tries to find a pass to Endo. Endo, the Japanese international, plays it wide to find none other than Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez loses possession, pressed well by Mohamed Kudus, and it's a throw in for Liverpool. So, 15 minutes played, 0-0. That is it. But we all know that goals are going to be in this game. Goals are going to be in this game. It's just a matter of time, but goals will come. That's my prediction. Kudus running to cross down Smiskas. This is Curtis Jones in the midfield, trying to find a pass to Elliott. Elliott lays it to Smiskas. Smiskas finds headed out. Very beautiful cross, but headed out. Liverpool looks like I'm going to have to put out a Berlin Wall. Every time West Ham clears the ball, it really bounces back on the wall of Liverpool. So Liverpool are really playing a high press, and they're really looking for the way to penetrate through West Ham. But West Ham are really having 3 fast players. They've gone ahead to lose the ball. Virgil van Dijk comes to the rescue. Gerard Bowen had already gone ahead to obviously find himself into the mix. All right, Harvey Elliott. Cross in the box. Darwin Núñez heads it out. He's pointing at the corner. The referee is saying it's a goal kick for West Ham. Darwin Núñez, this season he has a lot to do because he needs to put in goals. When he came in through at the stadium of Anfield, he was wanted by teams like Manchester United, but all never went well because Liverpool made a very quick approach and got him in at the stadium of Liverpool. So, Darwin Núñez, he's a man who gets clear-cut chances, but he rarely scores. But this season, he has put in a couple of assists and some good number of goals. Let me be up to speed and really get you the exact results for Darwin Núñez. David Moyes on the touchline, telling his players to obviously continue pressing and pressing and pressing hard. So, in the AFL Cup, 3 games, 1 goal. That is Darwin Núñez. Premier League, 16 games, 4 goals and 5 assists, 9 goal involvements. UEFA Europa League, 6 games, 2 goals, 1 assist. Meaning that he has gone ahead to score 6 goals this season and he has 7 assists. That is Darwin Núñez for you. Beautiful display for him. Compared to last season, he scored 9 goals in the Premier League last season, and with only 16 games underway, he has gone ahead to obviously do the needful and put up 9, so 4 goals, half of those he put up. Last season, he had 3 Premier League assists, and this season he has 5. So, looks like he might hit double figures of goals, and also assists might obviously come in through huge for the guy. That is Darwin Núñez. Liverpool 0,